the dear friends and family who, through these past 12 years, doubtlessly helped all of us students maintain our sanity, and occasionally driven us insane. Welcome to all of our valued teachers who have inspired us, enlightened us, guided us, and every now and then made us never want to pick up a book ever again for as long as we live. And welcome to everyone else who decided that it was a good idea to spend 2 hours out of their Saturday at a ceremony for all of us high school graduates. Obviously, you love someone here very, very much, and we appreciate that kind of support. And of course, most importantly, welcome to the graduating class of 2009 of Fishers High School. I'm honored to be speaking before all of you this afternoon. Now, in the truly nerdy fashion which has brought me up before you today, I'd like to start out with the facts, a little bit of trivia which you can pass on to some of your friends if you're trying to impress them with your mathematical knowledge. According to Randall Monroe, the author of the online comic XKCD, a member of eBay could send a live bobcat through the mail instead of whatever they were selling 1 in 30 times and still maintain a 97% positive feedback rating. Now, I'm not advocating shipping angry, clawed animals through the U.S. mail service. Mailmen's jobs are hard enough as it is already, and I'm fairly certain it's illegal anyway. I'm not sure of the fact that, because really that's not the sort of thing you learn in a law class at any high school. Similarly, we're not taught in high school that it's a terrible idea to run from the police, especially if all you're doing is eating milk and cookies on the football field at midnight. I learned that with Stephen Goody. We're also not told that taking sharp turns at 40 miles an hour on slick, wet roads in the middle of the night is a recipe for a broken windshield and $90 out of our pocket to replace the mailbox of a remarkably understanding old man. Ben Stroman's never going to let me live that down. And we're not told that the only way to kill a zombie is to destroy its central nervous system. I've never had to experience that, but if the zombie apocalypse comes, it's going to be a very useful bit of information. You'll thank me one day. But these are all important lessons that we didn't learn in high school. Now, that's not to underestimate the past 4 years. We really can't take them for granted. Because in spite of the common complaint of, when am I ever going to use this? We really have learned valuable lessons. We've learned the value of responsibility and working hard, the value of time management and organization, or the value of completely disregarding all of these things, just getting by until graduation and having a good time for the past 4 years. Either way, we all survived high school, so congratulations to you all. But now enough of the past, because this is, after all, commencement, a new beginning. We're all moving on to our respective jobs, colleges, and various other outposts of the real world. For some of us, this is exciting. For some of us, it's scary and nerve-wracking. This vast concept that we face of the future. My thought on the matter is, while it's really both, there's no reason to be afraid. The future is an adventure. And the real world is really just what we make of it. Both of these things are all around us and in absolutely no way related to the responsibilities that we've been told we're going to have to take on. So if you take anything out of this speech, remember that you make your own future and your own real world every day that you live through it and in every choice you make. Beyond that though, I have some further encouragement because they gave me 3 to 5 minutes and I'm taking more than that, so I figured I should say something more. With all of the choices that you're going to face in your future, I encourage you to make the world a weirder place. Now, I'm not telling you that this should precede the goal of making the world a better place, but frankly, I have faith in all of you, class of 2009. I think you're already excellent people and that you're all going to make a positive difference in the world. So I'm challenging you to go one step further and to make it weirder as well. I will, however, reiterate, don't send bobcats in the mail. It's a very quirky thing, and I'm sure it would make the world weirder, but it's really just terrible manners. Now, all of this weirdness and creativity I've been talking about really comes naturally to small children, even though adults may not get it. They play make-believe, they invent new worlds out of everyday objects, they turn swing sets into spaceships, find ways to turn everything into a game. And as high school students, we managed to find some strange little ways to make the world around us more exciting as well. Among the long list of things, we made fantastic and outlandish masks for prom this year. Some of us hated it, a lot of us loved it. Some of us dressed up in mixed-matched red, silver, and white to show our school spirit. And some of us even party-boyed Mrs. Peel during the homecoming festivities. Personally, on Halloween, I cross-dressed, even though we were told we weren't supposed to dress up. But I found it entertaining anyway. And frankly, doing what you're supposed to can be overrated at times. Because the world really wouldn't be the place it is without all of the troublemakers out there. All the people who stir up a little controversy and push the boundaries of what's normal and accepted. Gandhi and Mandela stood up against entire governments in their quests for social justice. Copernicus flew in the face of hundreds of years of cultural and religious doctrine of his heliocentric model of the solar system. And Captain James T. Kirk faced expulsion from Starfleet Academy for reprogramming the Kobayashi Maru tests to create a challenge he could win. With such fine examples to go from, you must really all remember, the world was far too vast, beautiful, and open to allow yourselves to become trapped by all of the limitations that get placed on you. In my opinion, Neil Gaiman said it best when he said, "Everybody has a secret world inside of them. All of the people in the whole world, and I mean everybody. No matter how dull and boring they are on the outside, inside them they've all got unimaginable, magnificent, wonderful, stupid, amazing worlds." And as I look out on all of you, and I think back on what we've done as a class, accomplishments ranging from all-state athletes to national merit scholars, we've put on fantastic school plays and concerts. I lost my place. I see how true this statement really is. So, we all just have to imagine what the real world can be if we let out all of these secret little worlds that we keep inside of us. Even just a little bit. Even the stupid parts, or the weird parts. Because even though these dreams may seem stupid and weird at the time, they can be something beautiful. Even if we don't know what it is yet. But hey, even T-Pain never thought he'd be on a boat. So I'm sure we'll find out what we can accomplish in the future. It's going to be an adventure, and I wish you the best of luck through all of it. Now, in the spirit of keeping things weird and entertaining, I leave you with these final words of advice from the author Douglas Adams. It's a mistake to think you can solve any major problem with just potatoes. Thank you all for listening. Enjoy the rest of graduation, and the force be with you. And now I present our senior speaker, who was nominated more for his speaking ability than his grades, which is a brilliant plan in my mind, Mr. Jordan Hennessy.